Hello and welcome to the 2024 Throw Pink Women's Team Championship presented by Innova Disc Golf, held at the North Cove Leisure Center. On Catch Cam today we have Michael Baker. Walkthrough footage by Vern Weygandt. And commentary team today, Sara Nicholson and Ariel Walker. On the card today we have the Fairway Queens, Paige Shue, Rachel Hinson, Janet Hershey, and Margaret Shumate. And we have Panic at the Tee Pad, Ariel Walker, Jocelyn Keung, Emily Cox, and Brandi Buckalew. Hole A on the River Run course is a par 3 278-foot shot with multiple options. You can go to the left around the trees, to the right, or straight through the middle. Player's choice, but just make certain you find your way all the way down to the basket to give yourself a look at the two.
Well, here we go. We're live with our first throw at the 2024 Throw Pink Women's Team Championship.
I would say the lefty does favor this hole. Otherwise, you have a right-hand forehand gap way out to the left. If you want to get really fancy with it, you'll try to go up the middle.
Look at that, back-to-back two lefties.
Janet threw a really nice shot, really in line with the basket here.
I was counting on her on this hole anyway.
You can hear Rachel. She was counting on her anyway, so it worked out.
So this shot was fun to see. Jocelyn here goes for the right gap, and it's hard to tell from the angle of the camera, but when you're on that tee pad, that right gap really doesn't look like an option, but she made it work.
She's got that ultimate background, so smooth.
Absolutely.
Wow, it's incredible sidearm from Brandi.
Absolutely.
Oh, good distance, but a little nose up for Margaret.
There was just a little bit of wind coming at us. I do remember that.
Oh.
I really felt for Paige on this one. It was definitely, I was feeling a bit of nerves, but she was all over the basket all day. Putts were dead on, just was hitting band a lot.
Oh, that first one, the first putt of the first hole is always the scariest.
It hurts, even in doubles, definitely does.
Well, and this is Emily. She's a new addition to your team this year.
She is. Yeah, we were missing
Good
Melissa.
pickup.
Yeah. She really saved me on that one.
Oh, that's the best feeling when your partner saves you.
Yes.
Yeah, this format is interesting with the rotation. The other group having to go next, they just kind of have to sometimes walk up for the drop-in.
Yeah. So here's hole B. It's 169 feet. You have pretty much a small right hand, backhand up that right side, and slightly uphill trying to get to that basket. So you can throw something just a little faster. I think on this I ended up going with a buzz, but threw it way too low out of the hand.
Yeah, you did. But you got a lot of distance despite the lack of air there.
I just got to put it in the air.
Yeah, this was a hole that was added after they lost 11, 12, and 13 from selling that part of the property. So this was a new one for a lot of the ladies this year.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I remember we had a temp hole kind of behind this hole last year, if I remember correctly. But yeah, these two first holes, A and B, are pretty fun to play.
A nice little warm-up hole, it's for sure.
Yeah. Margaret with a nice forehand. She just needed a little more air under it.
Yeah, she definitely, like her wrist, she flicks it so fast on that.
Yeah.
What do you think that was? What is she throwing putters still off the tee?
Yeah, definitely a putter for Paige. I'm going to guess probably one of the Kratos.
This is kind of a tough putt for a lefty because that hole, that tree would not come into play for a right-handed player at all.
Yeah, absolutely. She gave it a good bid, though. Good bit of height.
Then we got another lefty attempt. It's crazy.
Yep.
There's two lefties on one hole.
They were telling me that one of them likes to throw more Annie and one likes more Heiser, and so it works out. I said, all right.
So two lefties.
Whatever works, you guys.
I like it. Was it Emily a lefty? So you guys had three lefties on one card?
So, fun fact about Emily, she is actually ambidextrous and
that's
does
crazy.
both.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. You never know what she's going to do on the tee-pad.
Yes, man, I love seeing Jocelyn putt. I mean, she's got an incredible game, but her missing piece has been the putt. So to see her make a clutch putt like that,
Yeah.
that's fun.
You made it look easy.
Absolutely.
Well, now we're getting into the original holes that we've all played before. And this hole one, I think I've probably seen maybe 100 plus people play this between the tour and the college disc golf. And it seems easy enough, but it's with the OB right behind the basket. It's a bit scary. We did not play the hazards for this event. We wanted to make it the play smooth, go faster. So it makes it a little bit more forgiving on that right side.
Jocelyn with the flip up.
Yes.
Absolutely smoked this fairway. It's an awesome shot to see.
Yeah. Oh my.
Nice.
Please.
Wow, that was great. Brandi's sidearm is incredible.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she carries us with that sidearm most days.
But she's got a couple of major champions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Hold over.
Dang it. Okay, just get that
Janet and Rachel, both with very nice backhands on that one, just right up the gut.
Oh, just a bit low. I feel like she may have rushed that just a little bit more than she wanted to.
Agreed.
Oh my God, I'm really surprised Paige didn't make that.
No,
Oh.
I was really feeling for her that day. She was just all over it.
It was so hot. I mean, it was incredibly hot.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you guys were out there. I mean, in two rounds on these beasts of a course, it was crazy.
So the gnats out at this course especially, boulders as well, but they get really bad and they'll oftentimes fly up into your face. And so I find myself sometimes rushing those putts too.
Didn't know you were going to play defense and disc golf till you got out there. Just a little drop in. Well, thanks to Camp Disc Golf for the coverage.
All right, hole 2, 222 feet. This one does significantly go uphill, so you can throw fast. Also, it's got nice rock outcropping behind it, which oftentimes will slow things down or catch things completely. So blast away on it.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's definitely more uphill than the coverage makes it look. It's a very technical shot.
Don't turn into that. Get off it.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sleeper
just-
tree got ya.
Yeah, turned it over a little too much. That's okay. So I've got Emily coming up right behind me.
Well, she's definitely got the height on that.
For sure.
On the dance floor, as they say. You don't see Margaret throw a lot of backhands. I'm excited to see what's going to happen here.
Yeah, this shot was awesome.
That is nice.
Just tracks, jumps.
Oh, wow. Gorgeous shot.
It's there. It's parked at that point.
She should throw more backhands. Looks like Paige actually has a driver for once, maybe. At least a fairway there.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. A lot of ground play.
I want to say this is a cicada that she threw. I know she's been trying them out. This footing was tough for sure, right on the edge of that rock.
Yeah, I know. As a tournament director, I'm watching this going, oh, maybe I should have said something about taking relief there.
No, I think it's part of it. We know the dangers of it.
No one died, so I guess success as a TD there. Oh my God, clutch. That, I mean, for Jocelyn, it's got to be pleased. I play with Jocelyn a lot, and that she is putting like a champ right now.
For sure. She was on one that day.
Yeah, when you're the second putter, you have all the pressure after your partner missed their shot, and then you're like, oh my God, okay, now I have to make this.
One nice thing, though, Brandi, I mean, she absolutely left it parked. So Jocelyn was like, all right, well, here we go. Going for it.
Yeah, that is true. That is the advantage of doubles, because you know, even if you fly past it, you're going to take the close one.
Yeah.
But here's hole 3. A lot of people give this hole grief because of the elevated basket, but I think it's a great design by Andrew Duvall, using this small space and getting us back to hole 4 transition. 162 feet, and it plays more downhill than it looks for sure.
I'll say the height of this basket gets me. Every time I have to get my putter out of it, I'm always on my tiptoes.
Oh, it's scary. And if I'd made that hazard in play, you guys would definitely be shaking more off the tee pad.
Yeah. I would say I do typically like the forehand a little bit more on this one. Mm-hmm. You can try to match the hillside a little bit, and sometimes I find the backhand, it'll just kind of glide down matching that hillside. But both of these shots are pretty good. Left us in good position with some options.
Yeah, definitely an advantage here to the fairway queens with 2 lefties stepping up to the tee here.
For sure.
Oh, great shot,
This looked
Rachel.
amazing.
Oh, wow, and it sat down, which
Yep.
is very lucky for this hole. Nice and smooth. Janet has such a smooth pull.
Just got a little bit of a roll with curl, but
That's more than what I'm used to seeing on this
Yeah.
hole. Wow, this is a big putt here. Oh my God.
I just told myself, throw it high.
Did you buy a lottery ticket after this round? Because that was a heck of a putt.
I should have.
That's scary.
I knew Emily had my back. So that's that whole thing is, okay, well, if I miss this, Emily knows what to do. She's got it.
Let's see what Margaret can do, because you know you have that big putt thing is real. When somebody just makes this big putt and then it's your turn, that it is like, oh my God, now I got the shorter putt. What am I gonna do?
Yep.
Oh, nice. Really good.
Yeah, that was a great hole. All right, hole 4, 267 feet. So it's a little backhand flex for a right hand. There is trouble with water on the left right about now. You can sneak through and that disc is gone. Or it's just very wooded early on the right.
That gap is much tighter than it looks. Wow. Sweet shot there.
I got really lucky. It held over
Didn't hit
longer
a
than I
thing.
intended it to, and it got sneaky through the right side.
What'd you throw?
I threw a heat, really,
Okay.
like powered down on it and just let it kind of flip up and hold over. This looked great too. It just got a little stable at the end.
Oh, yeah.
And then catches right at the edge. So, inbounds.
Yeah, sometimes when your partner throws such a great shot, you wonder if you just take a little bit off yours because you're just kind of like, nah, I don't really need it. You know?
Yeah, yep, definitely.
The other team seems to be struggling on what they wanted to play here. I mean, it is a scary shot, y'all.
Yeah.
It really is.
For sure. I feel like you can throw a lot of things at it, but really, just goes a little high, gets caught up, but doesn't go too far in.
Yeah, it was better than it could have been for sure. I feel like this is a shot perfect for Paige.
Mm-hmm. This one was just a little bit off. Just came out of her hand a little late and caught that right side.
Oh, yeah. If this is the best shot they're picking, they were definitely in trouble here.
Yeah. Small gap. They're just trying to make it work.
I couldn't really tell. Did she get out on the other side?
So there's one little like outcropping of trees, little grouping at the end. I want to say they were probably about 35 to 40 away.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of tough footing in there too.
Yeah, I mean, the gaps don't even look like a disco fit through them from this view.
Yeah, from this angle, it really, I was already kind of out, but I think they had to try to flex something a little bit. Oh, so close.
Let's see where they ended up here. Oh, I see them. Okay. At least they can see the basket now, so that's got to feel better.
It's a good bid. Like I said, tough footing. They were trying to figure out where to place their foot behind the disc and still get their other out with some room to kind of stretch around everything that's left.
Yeah, when you don't have good footing and a good balance, everything else about your shot is so much harder.
Absolutely.
Oh, come on. How did that not go in? That looked great.
I think these baskets were out to get me today.
Oh, that's your drive. That's incredible.
Yeah, like I said, it got lucky to kind of sneak around that right side.
And then she's at a good angle where she's not going to be as worried about the water if she'd been a little bit further up.
Yeah. Great putt from Brandi.
She was a little nervous there. She thought it might fall out.
Yeah, absolutely.
The basket redeemed itself.
Yeah. And a nice tap in coming in from Rachel.
Yeah, I would take my time on that one too for team play. Let's see, hole 5, the Mando hole. I mean, this hole would already be hard without the Mando, but definitely Andrew wanted to design it where people couldn't just do a big bomber shot around the outside. So he's forcing them to go down the middle, and it makes it really challenging. 207 feet.
This is one of those holes that you're like, it's just right there.
Wow.
And as soon as you hit that double Mando gap, it is so rewarding.
I mean, it's a challenging Mando because of the way the trees are staggered. They're not just side by side. So you've got to get past the first one, but then you can't go too wide and miss the second one. So it's a great design. Yeah, that forehand advantage when you can actually face the gap is I've been beat many times by Sara Cunningham with that forehand facing the gap advantage.
Rachel hitting that gap very well.
Mm-hmm. Well, she didn't miss the Mando. No one missed the Mando.
Yeah.
That's rare.
I'd say this is probably just outside the circle or right at. This is very close.
Okay. Yeah, it looks a little bit further, but I think it's just the trees and the elevation.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Paige, if she was playing horseshoes, she'd be doing well because she was close on just about everything.
Yeah. One of these is going to drop.
Nice.
Emily
Yeah.
was killing it putting wise today.
Yeah,
that
she's
day.
a great putter. Yeah.
Yeah. She frequents the Charlotte Putting League in the winter time when it's around, and I think still currently they've made some summer putting leagues too. But
Oh, that's nice.
she gets a lot of practice and she kills it out there.
Yeah, when I was going to putting league, my putting was a lot better. Really, I mean, putting competitively, like once a week, it really does change your game.
Yeah. All right, 336. So his first shot off the tee is get through the gap, and from there you have to decide: do you want to try to push it all the way to the basket? To me, it's a backhand, right-hand backhand turnover if you want to go for the basket. Otherwise, you play a putter down right about where that path just was, short of it, and then chip across, take an easy par.
Yeah, this is a scary hole for people that throw far. Me, I can throw with wild abandon and never get to the pond, but if you can hit that, it's very scary.
Oh my god. Too much?
So Emily was going for the layup play, and it just carried a little bit. That downhill really kept it up in the air, longer than she meant to.
Wow, yeah. I wish I had that problem, going for the layup and crush it long.
We had talked about it, and if she had laid it up, I was going to try to go for it. Do a fun backhand turnover through the gap and just see what happens. You never know.
That's the good thing about doubles, having that option.
Yep.
Looks like Margaret went for the safe shot as well.
Yep. She threw a great shot. So now Paige gets to try to go for it.
Oh, that's looking good.
Yep. It sneaks through.
Oh,
Gives him a long
nice.
bid.
Whew, okay, I was scared for a minute the way it was flexing. I was like, is it going to come back? Nice. It's probably just an easy shot for Brandi with her sidearm.
Absolutely, yeah. Jocelyn also giving it the forehand bid.
Oh! You could, if she throws her sidearm, you could tell she's an ultimate player for
Yeah.
sure. Well, it's still a pretty long bid, though, even though she had a great drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think this was between like 35 and 40 for them.
Oh,
Good
just-
effort, though. Definitely.
Oh,
So close.
I mean, it's so hot out there. You wonder if people are just getting tired, and that's why you just, it's not quite enough, because
Yeah.
you just don't have that energy with all the heat.
For sure.
Well, putting with your bag on. All right. Feeling confident with that one.
Hey, Brandi left me under the basket. That's what I get. It was very nice.
Oh, hole 7. I think this one's quite a relief after the last hole. It's 285 feet. There's really no danger of OB unless you just have some crazy, ridiculous grip lock and some bad luck. There is a little bit of a tight gap coming off the tee, and then there's the entry getting into the basket. It's trickier than it may appear on the camera, but otherwise, fire away with wild abandon here.
Fun thing about this course is there is a lot of elevation, and where this looks relatively flat, this actually plays a little bit uphill. So you have to give it the height for sure. Jocelyn definitely did that. A little understable, so hers turned over with that slight bit of headwind also, but yeah, it's a fun hole for sure.
Yeah, that is tricky when you're coming from the trees back into the trees and you've got the wind that your disc is hitting like right in the middle of the shot. It's kind of hard to read sometimes.
Come on.
Oh, nice shot, Brandi.
Long look.
I did not realize how far she throws her sidearm.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
This looks so good. Just leaked a little to that right side. And it's hard to tell, but there is kind of a big bushy tree off to that right side that if you get behind, you really have a hard time kind of getting up to the basket at that point.
Yeah. Go, go, go.
Rachel with a nice shot also, and they're almost about in the same spot.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you can see that now.
Yeah, I committed all right.
I love how she just laughs as soon as she lets it go. She's like, yep, nope, no.
I know I certainly understand that. There are days that I'm like, oh, all right, that's what we're throwing right now.
Oh, wow. That was a great bend putt. Wow. Nice off.
Right on line, just a little up that hill.
It's good partner work there for you.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this one was tough. Those two trees right in front of me, they were nicely spaced, I'll say that, to where I couldn't decide if I wanted to go out wide of them or straight through them, and with the slight uphill, you really had to give it a little bit more, so tried to do the high hyzer bid at it.
Yeah, that is. I'm always tempted to go through the tight gap, and then I'm like, what am I thinking? Just take the easy route.
Right.
Nice up.
Nice tap in from Rachel and from Brandi.
Wow.
All right, halfway through, we've got our totals at 7 down and 1 down. We'll see you guys on the back nine.